Okay, a young lady posed a question, and she asked about, it was in reference to the video that I put up yesterday about the friend who made the move on the guy who was interested in me originally. And she says that she had experiences where a guy who had maybe dated a friend of hers or something, would make a move on her, or her ex would do the same, whatever. But anyway, however the scenario went, the bottom line is that you're friends with a woman who your ex tries to date. And she asked, what is the code on things like that? And then, I figured that's a good question because it's something that probably happens quite frequently. You got to figure if you're friends with somebody, you probably have a lot of common grounds, a lot of things that you like, a lot of interests that you share. So if you have the same kind of taste, so we say, the same kind of hobbies and interests, educational background, social economic status, that kind of thing, the chances are that you would have a guy that would probably be a good match for her as well, right? I mean, just to be logical here. But my thing is this. I give a lot of stuff to charity. Just pile up your column and they come with a big truck and they take all the shit away, right? Some of it's very nice. Some of it's stuff I have never even really used. Stuff still had the price tags on it, stuff like that. I decided I didn't like it after all. And then I was too cheap, lazy to take it back to the store and get my money back. So I just, kept it. So with that in mind, when I'm done with something, I don't care who has it. I don't care what they do with it. I don't care where it goes, what it does, how long it does it. I have no fucks to give. I don't care. So to me, there is no such code in that direction. If I have something that I no longer have use for, and you have some use for it, whether it's an inanimate object or an individual, then, have at it. Make it work for you. That works for me. Now, as far as would I do something like that? Absolutely not. Because I don't do sloppy seconds. I can't do it. I mean, it would just really just gross me out to think that someone who I thought of as a friend had kissed and hugged up with and fucked this individual that I'm now doing those things with. I can't do that. That would just be nasty to me. I can't do it. I just know, there's some people who they don't care about that kind of stuff because they figure whether it was you that the person did it with or someone else, they still had experience with other women. And that's very true. That is a valid point. But if I know you, I mean, it's like, you friends with a woman, right? You get together, you have girl talk, you be talking about, the men and all, the different things they did, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I may have already gotten all this dirt on dude, right? I'm going to have all this, and then I know if I'm with him, then she can say, oh, well, did he do this thing here with you? Well, he used to do this and that, and wasn't that good, girl? Blah, blah. See, no, I'm not even opening myself up to that kind of drama and trauma. We're not doing that. I swear I would rather import somebody from another planet than deal with, that kind of stuff. I just can't do it. I'm very quiet about my romantic life, like, do I talk about it on the camera? I talk about some stuff in the past, but I don't talk about what's going on right now. And that's for a reason. It's a respect thing, and it's, a privacy issue. And I just couldn't put myself in a situation where that kind of history was something that I would have to deal with every day. Not only that, there's another factor that I think a lot of people don't consider. Sometimes when you break up with somebody, they still have, residual feelings, right? So by dating a friend of yours, they have an easy way to keep tabs on you, because most women are kind of dumb. You know what I mean? They be getting the D good. They gonna start talking. They be telling everything and just oversharing. all this information. And if a dude knows he can put it down like that, he knows he can loosen her tongue, and that pillow talk and be getting all kind of information about what you doing and who you doing it with and where you going to do it. You see what I mean? So that's another aspect that you have to consider, that he's not really into you, he's just using you because he wants to keep tabs on your friend that he just broke up with. Another aspect that is also to be considered in a scenario like this is he may be thinking that he can make you jealous, right? So you still friends with this woman, you're gonna be around her, so she's stupid, she gonna be like, yeah girl, he took me here and he did this and that for me and blah 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 blah, and I don't remember you ever saying anything like that, he did that for you and blah blah blah. So see, he's gonna be trying to use her as a tool to get you feeling like, oh, I messed up, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have broke up with him, what was I thinking? And so he can get you back. See, he wants you to, feel all regretful and everything, so that you will reach out to him and try to get things going again. See, now that can go two ways. Notice I keep going down this ladder. That can go two ways. So, I mean, maybe you really do have, lingering doubts and you really weren't sure and you feel like you should have gave it another chance, blah, blah, blah. So then you reach out to him, you guys get back together, and it's all gravy. Another thing that they do, though, is they set you up to want them again, or you want everything back, and then they slam you. Nah, bitch, why should I get back with you? You didn't want all this. And so then they start with their dragon drama, and to try to put you in a position where you chasing after them, and so then they get to feel like they get to be the one to reject you for a change. So see, from my perspective, all the way around, it's not anything that I would recommend that you do. There's too many damn men in this world. They're crawling around like damn roaches. So it's not like it's hard to get a new one, and it's no point in dealing with some one of your friends' exes. I mean, and just think about how awkward that'd be. You guys gonna get together and have like couples nights and little functions and card parties and then he used to come with her and now he coming with you. No. That would just be a little bit too awkward for Deb. I just don't do awkward. So I hope that answers her question. Of course, this is just my perspective. I know people who do this all the time. I do know that they have some residual drama behind it most of the time. I'm not trying to do all that, but it's something to think about. And like I said, especially in a situation where you guys have similar tastes, I mean, that would be something that you have to hash out between the two of you. I mean, you might be like me, I just really don't give a shit. I mean, it's nothing I'm gonna do, but I mean, if she can handle those awkward situations and the comparisons that are going to be coming up and all that stuff, see, then more power to her. Maybe they are the perfect match. You know what I mean? Who am I to say anything? He wasn't a good match for me, so why would I be hating, trying to cock block and keep him from his joy and happiness and his happily ever after with just because she's a friend of mine? I don't care. Y'all do that, make that work. And if you fall in love and it works out great for you, make sure you send me an invitation to the wedding. I ain't bringing a present though. This is Deb Cooper signing out. We'll have another video tomorrow.